Hey everyone, we have a special treat today. Back by popular demand, we have Miss Natalie Geiger from Best of Mulberry. This was our #1 episode last time, and so we have asked Natalie to come back and tell us more about the secrets and the really cool stuff that we have in Mulberry. So you definitely don't want to miss this episode. Stay tuned. Natalie, thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me back. This is exciting.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. So, Natalie, as I stated before, the Best of Mulberry episode was our #1 episode. So, this is very exciting. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of people watching to see what new and cool things we have going on in Mulberry. So, for those that maybe didn't watch your last episode, why don't you talk a little about who you are, how you came to Mulberry, and what you do for a living first?
Sure. So I'm Natalie Geiger. I am a real estate agent in Metro Atlanta, and obviously I specialize in our little slice of Atlanta, the Northeast Metro area, and especially Mulberry. I am born and raised Gwinnett County, so this is the area that I know the best and love the best. So it's really fun to be able to work in real estate here. But a big part of my job as a real estate agent is social media and showcasing what it might be like to live in certain areas. So I got the idea for Best of Mulberry from a video that I posted about a restaurant in Beaufort that got reposted by the Best of Beaufort page. And so I thought, you know what, Mulberry's new. Mulberry needs this too, because there's a lot of great businesses and places to go in Mulberry. So the vision behind it is that it's kind of like a catalog of all the best things to do in the city, the best places to go, restaurants, events, things like that. So I can post content, or I repost when businesses have sales or events going on, just so that it's like a one-stop shop for anybody who wants to know what's going on in Mulberry.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I will tell you, it's a really cool resource. It's a what is it? An Instagram page, Facebook page?
Primarily, it's best viewed, I would say, on Instagram, but
Okay.
it also does feed over to Facebook.
Okay. And then obviously before we kind of jump into some of these really cool things we have in Mulberry, obviously as a real estate agent that knows this area really, really well, is there any tips you'd give people who maybe want to move to Mulberry or kind of be part of what's the exciting things happening in the city?
Yeah, sure. So first off, I would say Mulberry, I think, is a great place to invest in real estate. The property values are holding really well. This is a really in-demand place for people to be. Families like to be here. People like to move here. So it's a great place to invest in real estate. I would say for people that are considering moving in the spring or summer, that now is the time to start prepping for that. It's better to prep early and to prep well, and to get, if you have a home that you need to sell before you move, to go ahead and have your favorite real estate expert come in and help you understand what you need to do to get your house ready for market, just to make that a more seamless process.
Okay. And if somebody wants to reach out to you, obviously wants to kind of maybe get some advice or maybe have you help them look for a spot in Mulberry, what would be the best way for them to reach out to you?
Sure. I have Instagram. It's at Natalie Geiger Homes. Also have a website, www.nataliegeigerhomes.com, and all of my contact information is there.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, I appreciate what you do with Best of Mulberry. So let's kind of dive in. So
Sure.
obviously, if I'm somebody that maybe is new to Mulberry, right?
Mhm.
Doesn't know, maybe I just moved here, like you talked about. What are a couple things that you definitely should check out, even if maybe you're not so familiar with the city?
Right. Well, of course, we've talked about this before. The crown jewel of Mulberry is the little Mulberry Park.
Mhm.
We go there at least once a week, if not more. There's 2 playgrounds
Mhm.
and lots of walking trails. There's hiking. I think you can even take horses there. We've kayaked on the lake. I'm not sure if you're technically supposed to do that or not.
I don't know.
But we've done it. So it's, the perfect place to go. I was also thinking along the fitness lines. We have a lot of fitness things in Mulberry.
Okay.
And one of the things I was going to talk about was I just recently joined one of them that I didn't even know existed. But we have a lot of gyms. We have Bodyplex, we have Gold's Gym, we have the new One Life. I
One
think is
Life.
that
Yep.
in Mulberry or
Yep,
Mulberry
it
Gym?
is.
Okay. Um, and then there's a lot of personal training gyms, And I just joined one called Next Level Fitness that's in, I guess it's considered like the Decula part of Mulberry. But it's really cool. It's 30-minute high intensity interval
Very
training
cool.
classes. So for busy people, it's kind of like a come in, get your great workout in, and move on with your day. So
Hmm.
that I think is really cool. And there's lots of different personal training type gyms in our area, which is awesome. So I like that Mulberry's an active community. There's
Mhm.
lots of things. There are a lot of fried chicken restaurants,
There is,
but
yes.
there are a lot of great places to be outdoors and active. But Little Mulberry Park definitely number one.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Talking about Little Mulberry Park, is there anything that you, in your travels with your family, that you've kind of seen in the park that's kind of a cool thing that maybe people don't know about?
Well, our favorite thing is the dinosaur.
The dinosaur. There's
Yes.
dinosaurs in Little Mulberry Park.
There are real dinosaurs. There's the big dinosaur statue. I don't know the story behind it. I need to research this and find out.
I know the
Do
story
you know the
behind it.
story
I
behind
do.
it?
So there was a place that was closing. I don't know if it was a putt-putt golf place or something that had all these dinosaurs. And then they basically were trying to liquidate them and sell them all. And I don't know who was the person that spearheaded this, but I believe it's someone at the county was like, we should buy those. And so they bought them and then they placed them at a lot of the parks. And so that's how my understanding of how they came to be, which is just a cool story that, these things, somebody was trying to get rid of them and the county's like, hey, this will be a fun thing for kids. So if somebody in Little Mulberry Park wants to take their kids to see the dinosaur, can you give them some direction of where they need to go to see that?
Oh goodness. So you would park at the entrance that's across from the Methodist Church, and you would go down the trail and take a left. Now, it's not the world's shortest walk
Okay.
to get there, so maybe take a stroller or a scooter of some sort. But you go around the bend and you'll see an island, and there's a dock right in front of the island where you can kind of get up closer to
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's on the island in the center of the lake, is what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. I will add too that one of my favorite things about Little Mulberry Park is you can actually start at either side of the park. You can either start on the Fence Road side or you can start on the Hog Mountain Road side. And if you hike up, there's like it's almost a I mean it's I wouldn't call it a mountain, but you can go all the way to the top of the center of the park, which is a very high elevation for our city, and kind of look out. It's very pretty. You can kind of look out and see for a while. It's a good place if like you want to take the kids and fly a kite. The wind up there is always
It's a
really
good idea.
good. But I totally agree with you. Little Mulberry Park is definitely one of the best things for sure.
Yeah.
And then we talked about the fitness things. Now let's kind of talk a little bit about is maybe if you're somebody who maybe has lived in Mulberry for a while, right? You
Hmm.
kind of know, hey, I know where the Zaxby's is, I know where the Buffalo's is, I know
Hmm.
where the Kroger is. Is there anything that you would say that's like, hey, this is kind of a hidden thing or maybe a new thing that people don't know about that might be a cool thing for them to check out?
Yeah, sure. So, the first thing that comes to mind is recently my husband and I went and tried out, it's called Back Nine Golf. And I didn't know it existed until the owner reached out to me and was like, hey, come check us out. And it is very cool. It's like Top Golf, but it's indoors. And
Hmm,
so they're indoors and they have several bays set up, kind of like Top Golf. And they have membership rates, but they also have public tee times. And you go in and it's a golf simulator. So, like, my husband plays golf and he could pick like a cool golf course that's on the other side of the world
hmm,
to play that course. Or you can do different, simulations with like the driving range and those numbers I don't really understand, but then he was able to swing and then it would pop up with how open his club face was, and so like
interesting.
statistics where you can get better at your golf game, and it apparently translates really well to real golf too.
Hmm,
So that was neat. But then they also have like Top Golf type games, and then there were also like arcade type games. So there's like
interesting.
tic-tac-toe where I could just throw the ball at the screen, or
That's awesome.
darts. And they do birthday parties. So the owner was very cool, and he was saying that they're in that Publix shopping center. That's, I think it's called Mulberry Village.
Okay.
It's on Fence Road.
Fence and like Auburn Road
Yes.
324 right there. Okay.
So there's that Publix that's like either right next door or a couple stores down. So like you can go in, get your cake, get your stuff, and wheel it on over to to the back nine and have your party there. And then it's kind of like a one
That's
stop
awesome.
shop.
That's
Yeah.
really
So
cool.
that was a really cool, I didn't know that that was in Mulberry.
Hmm.
It's relatively new, but it was a cool spot.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun to go to. I definitely think that's something that Mulberry's needed is more entertainment type
Yeah.
places like that. I'll say for me, one of the places that I love to go is DBAT is I think people always think of it as something for obviously kids, and you can go there and help your kids do better and swing better and practice hitting, but they also have adult cages.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think it's really cool to go with a couple friends, right? And they'll, see if you can hit a 85-mile-an-hour fastball and a whatever. So that's another kind of cool. Talking about these like sporty kind of things to do on the weekend, or if you're looking for something fun to do with friends, that's always something that I've always thought was cool too. Is you can definitely go in those adult cages. You can kind of take a bunch of buddies or friends that maybe played baseball or in high school or softball in high school and see what you can do. And it's definitely a fun thing to do. Very similar to I think to that golf place. So
Yeah.
I
That's
would
cool.
definitely add them to the list. They're in Mulberry as well. So okay, that's a great one.
Yeah.
What's the name? It's called
Back nine.
Back Nine. Okay,
Mhm.
we'll see if we can put the names and the address here that'll show up when it comes on. All right, so that's a great one. Anything else you can think of? Anything else that's kind of new or unique or something that people should take a look at?
Okay, this doesn't exist yet, but I am so excited about all the things that are coming to Homestead at Hog Mountain. Are you familiar with the things that are coming?
I am not familiar with things that are coming, but I am very familiar with Homestead. So this is just so we're
Yes.
clear. This is at Jim Moore and Hamilton Mill Parkway, kind of at the end of the Hamilton Mill neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that's going up
Yes.
in there.
So it's a new development. There's a lot of new construction homes. They have like little more cottagey type homes. They have some homes that look like something that you would see in Seaside, Florida, that look very coastal. And there's some estate lots in the back. But in the front, if you drive by, you'll see that there's right now it's a big metal building, I believe. I see them putting bricks up, which is
Hmm.
nice. But that is going to be called Communion Street Market. And this is so exciting. It's going to have the restaurants inside are curated by the same person that did like Antebellum and Caroline's that's in
Oh,
Flowery
wow.
Branch,
Yeah.
which are really great restaurants. And then let's see, operated by the same person that operates Peyton Pies and the Stag. I don't know those, but they're going to be Peyton Pies, which is wood fired pizza, Smash Shack, which is smash burgers, a bun bar, which is bail buns. I don't not familiar with that one. Big burrito, which is same as Oakwood, and a Better Days cocktail bar.
Oh,
And
wow.
then a prime butcher shop with beer and wine selection. So that's what's in that
That's awesome.
food hall right there. And
Okay.
then across the way, you'll see looks kind of like a townhouse type thing, but those are four businesses. A coffee shop, which is really
Okay.
exciting. It's Break Coffee. There's one
Okay.
in Duluth and Lawrenceville already. A bookshop called Wild Bird Bookshop, which
Hmm.
I'm really excited about. I think that's a really cool
That is
addition.
cool.
As a reader, I'm excited about that coming. And then a boutique,
Okay.
which is by the same people that do the Social Peach.
Hmm.
That's in Flowery Branch, which is also a really cute place. And then a State Farm location. So, um, all those, I just feel like
That's really cool.
Mulberry needs these, really cool
Yeah, like
places to
local
go.
feel,
Yes.
local kind of family run type businesses. That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, do you have any idea when those are going to be finished? Have they told you?
They they say all of this is coming early summer this
Early
year.
summer of this
So,
year.
yes.
Okay,
And
awesome.
there's already that really cute Mayless Market there that has like the fresh produce and all that stuff that's in fresh baked goods and stuff like that, which is really fun to stop by. But I am really, really looking forward to this development.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. Obviously, that's one thing that is important to me, right, as the mayor, is to always have places like that we can kind of leave our fingerprint on for future generations, right? These little towns, community type places where people can go, gather, meet your friends, meet your neighbors, and just kind of feel like start to give Mulberry the character that we're kind of molding into place, you
Right.
know? That is really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I didn't know it was going to be early this summer. So that's good to
That's
hear.
what they're saying.
That sounds like a great place to like go have a drink, grab a pizza, those kind of
Yeah,
things. That's
absolutely.
awesome. Very cool. Well, that's a great one, and that's great advice. Anything else you can think of?
There's staples that have been around in Mulberry for a long time. Like, never had a bad time at Ninja Steakhouse. Like, if we
Sure.
need a good night out for our family, like that's a staple, or El Moquete, or like there's a lot of great restaurants that just don't let you down. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of good things that are already here, a lot of businesses to support that have been in Mulberry, and continue to be there, but also excited about some of the new stuff
I
coming.
agree. I agree 100%. All right. I got one more thing for you. You
Okay.
ready?
Uh-huh.
And I did not prepare her for this ahead of time. So I want everybody to know that. All right. I'm going to give you the first ever Coker on the record lightning round. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
I'm going to give you something and I'm going to say, what is your favorite place to do blank? And
Okay.
you give me what you think is your favorite place to do that. Okay.
Okay. In Mulberry.
In Mulberry.
Okay.
Yep. Or it could be adjacent,
Mulberry.
Mulberry
Okay.
adjacent.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what is your favorite place to shop in Mulberry?
Favorite place to shop. Let's see. Okay, there is a really cute boutique called Gray Ray Boutique that's
Okay.
kind of over, next to the Starbucks. So that's cute. Like, if you need clothes. Oh, but yesterday I was at Piper Lily's boutique, which is the perfect place to get like a cute gift. Probably more for a lady. I think they do have some things for men in there, but very, very cute gift shop. So
Okay.
yes.
Perfect. Great answer. We're off to a good start.
Yes.
All right. Second one. Favorite place to grab a dinner with your spouse?
Dinner with my spouse in Mulberry. I might would have to go with Ninja Steakhouse because you really just can't have a bad time there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. What about favorite place? And we kind of touched on this. This might be the golf place, but favorite place to go if you want to have a good time.
Yeah, I would say back nine is a good time. If you want a free good time, Little Mulberry. I mean, there's just so many things to do there. But back nine is great. DBAT is great. What else is there if you want to just go?
I think
Those are
those are
good.
two
Yeah.
good ones. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite place to grab a drink?
Well, Starbucks is kind of my go-to for swinging through. Now there is a new coffee shop. I'm gonna
Okay.
make you say the name of it.
Okay.
Do you know which one I'm talking
I
about?
have no idea what
Okay.
you're talking about, so it's gonna be hard for me to say the name.
Okay. It's across from Walmart
Okay.
in the Dollar Tree Shopping Center. It
Okay.
is a French name.
Okay. I think I've seen the sign for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two.
It's like a bakery too,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tousdelo something.
Okay. I
Toodaloo
my
something.
French is not that
That's not
good,
it.
so I will we'll put the
Oh,
name down
no,
at the
it's
bottom.
Tour de jour, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I
That's a
obviously
great
am
one.
butchering that, but
Okay.
I've been really wanting to try that one because it's also a chain, but it's a smaller chain, and they have pastries which look
Hmm.
really good. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. That's on my list.
Okay. That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see. Favorite place to take your kids?
Still gonna be Little Mulberry. My oldest daughter and I especially like to go for walks, and she'll, tell me about what's going on in life. So that's really nice.
I would also add for Little Mulberry too that a lot of people don't know that there's a disc golf course
Oh,
back in
that's
there
right.
too.
That's
So
right.
that's kind of something that not many people know is that you can go back there, just bring a frisbee if you don't have like the official disc golf, and they have these kind of I guess targets I would call them, and they have an entire course and you can go with your son or daughter and throw the frisbee, see who can get it to the target the fastest. That's one of my favorite
That's
kind of
nice.
secret things at Little Mulberry Park. But sorry, I didn't mean to
That's good.
interrupt you.
No, that's great. Another one that comes to mind, frequented this more when my children were little. There's a place called Catch Air that's Auburn Road,
Auburn Road at
Tequila
Tequila Road
Road.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
It's like an indoor play place, but it's really fun. It got remodeled a few years ago, and it's really cool on the inside. There's a lot of like interactive things to do, but somewhere to burn some energy if you have little ones. That's a fun place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last one for our lightning round is any other place that you love that we haven't mentioned.
Other place. Okay, there's the Ula Bowls is a great place. They have the acai bowls, with the granola and all the fruit toppings and things like that. So that is a really fun place to like meet a friend, take your kids, sit and work, whatever. They have I think they have coffee drinks and smoothies and the acai bowls. So that is a place I'd recommend as well.
I definitely recommend that as well. They're
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Well, Natalie, this has been great. I feel like we've given the people a lot of information, a lot of really cool places in Mulberry to check out, and some things to really be excited about with some of these new places coming this summer. So thank you so much for being
Yeah.
here.
Thanks for having me.
One more time, if anybody wants to follow you on social media or follow Best of Mulberry, how can they do that?
Sure. On Instagram, my real estate one is at Natalie Geiger Homes. And then obviously at Best of Mulberry is on both Instagram and on Facebook.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being here, Natalie. Obviously, I'm sure this will be another one of our best episodes and
Hopefully.
most watched episodes. If you guys like out there getting these updates about Mulberry, about the government, about really cool things from Natalie to do in the city, definitely like and subscribe. And then until next time, I continue to look forward to great things here in the city of Mulberry.